So one of the biggest challenges facing the state capital budget this year is a huge revenue shortfall in a series of accounts that are referred to as MTCA. These accounts are funded by the hazardous substance tax, which is a tax on essentially oil almost entirely. And as the oil prices have gone down, and you've seen that at the pump, the state has $100 million less to fund projects than they thought they did last year. So dozens, even up to 100 city projects are on the potential chopping block. Communities that have been told they're going to get funding are going to see that pulled back. And so that's a real concern for us, something that we've been working with a large group of people to try to address. And so that'll affect communities all around the state, stormwater projects, cleanup projects, diesel, wood stove emissions, all kinds of stuff is on the chopping block. Stormwater pollution, for instance, is the #1 water pollution problem facing the state, and this is a critical funding source for us to get out and do this work. A lot of it is work that's above and beyond what we'd be able to afford on our own, so we've had a long-term partnership with the state, worked for many years to try to get these programs funded, and so it's pretty unfortunate to see them endangered right now as a result of what should be good news, which is lower oil prices. So AWC is working with a large coalition of other interested parties, the counties, the environmental community, the ports, talking to business community members of all political persuasions to ask their support to figure out a way to save this account. Essentially what we need them to do is put some money into it, either bonds or a general fund or shifts in the revenue stream, figure out some way to keep these projects moving forward. We recognize there are going to be some cuts, and if that does happen, we're asking for people to do that in a balanced way, not to take any one particular expenditure category and wipe it out at the expense of the others. So the most important thing for you to do is go to the legislative bulletin and look at the list of the projects that are impacted. And if you have one, and there are probably 100 city projects at risk here, so there's a good chance that you do, and make sure that your legislators know about it. That's the sort of pressure that will force them to try to find a solution. This is going to be difficult. It's a hard time to find money. It's a hard time to make much of any decision. We got 20 days left, so it's going to be tough. But if they don't hear from you, there's no way they'll do it. So we really need you to be talking to your legislators.